Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Phantom Live. My name is Owen, and I'm joined today by Jacob.
Hello, everyone.
I am the head of Phantom Live. Jacob is a member of Musician and Band Society, who is potentially interested in joining Phantom. So we've brought him in today to sort of show him the ropes, see how he likes the format. I will show Jacob now. This is, if I can actually move the application, this is what our stream is looking like at the moment.
Yeah.
Like this is what's being put out. This, if I were to press the transition button, would come up.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the camera angles at the moment, but it is what it is. We'll deal with it. Odds on that being a text from someone going, "Oh, why are you streaming?"
Possibly.
Just silence that for a second. Oh, it was my course group chat freaking out about assignments.
As usual.
As should be the case. But yeah, we're just sort of here, see what it's like, see how it's doing. So, I don't actually know where to start with this kind of thing, because I've never had to do it before. But Jacob, tell us a bit about yourself.
So, second year business management student. I'm events manager for Musician and Band Society. I think we've crossed paths through musical theatre, so I wanted to hop on here. How about you? How did you get into Phantom?
Remarkably enough, I got into it through musical theatre. The former person in my now role was part of musical theatre. Alex Wood, you might have met him at a party or something. Yeah. But he used to do this 2 years ago, and he did the Alex Wood show, which has kind of been taken over by Sports Show now, because he'd talk about some sports stuff, but it would be mostly just an Alex Wood extravaganza. But he sort of talked me into it right as he was leaving. So he left the radio, and I joined the year after that. And then did a show, that was last year, did a show on my own, and then upgraded and did a show where there was 3 of us doing the show, and then decided I might as well throw in my hat for being functionally the president of Phantom Radio, and yeah, that's how I ended up here. I do one show at the moment. It's just me and my co-host, and then occasionally I just walk into the studio and ruin everyone else's shows by just running my mouth. But yeah, that's how I got into Phantom. Basically, is I knew someone who was like, "You should do it."
So, how do you think Phantom's going?
I think we're improving slowly. Based on, I think we had a really rough start to the year. That's my honest opinion, is we had a rough start to the year. Yeah. We lost some really big players within the Phantom sort of media circle. So we had Anna Alexander, who was an amazing head of radio. We had Josh Brunning, who was head of TV and the technical manager of the radio station. And then we also had to deal with the combo of adding TV and radio as a singular section rather than having 2 separate things. It was just one group of people in charge of it all. So it was quite a sort of, we were thrown into the deep end a bit to learn to swim.
Yeah. And
it was quite rough to begin with. But I think compared to what we were like in September, we've improved quite a bit. And I'm hoping this following year we'll be back to the highs that we were at before, but with the added thing of being a radio station and a streaming station and just a podcast network and a TV station, everything just all in one thing. But yeah, I think we've done well for the situation we were in, basically.
Yeah, it seems to be doing really well with the sports show and the SLET show.
Yeah,
So can only go upwards.
exactly. But yeah, how's music and band?
We had a similar fate. The start of the year wasn't going too well. We had committee dropout
Yeah,
and trouble booking rooms, but it's going really well. A lot planned for next year. Partnerships with musical theatre, Phantom Live,
yeah,
maybe a music and band show. We'll never know.
maybe.
But yeah, it's really positive. And now we're towards the end of the year, we can relax for a bit.
Yeah. It's always good the end of the year, isn't it? Because you can just sort of go, we've only got 5 weeks left. We've got when we've not got anything to do, and anything we do have to do is mostly just if there's a risk assessment needed, it's just copy and paste an old one because we've done it already.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we've now got music playing on the stream as well.
Okay. Nice.
I've just started that up. It's just lo-fi beats.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can. This is going to really ruin the stream. They're going to hate it. But if I just go like this, we've just got this playing
Okay.
underneath us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clear the solo. Did I just hear myself coming out the speakers, or no? It's all fine. But yeah, usually in this section we'd sort of introduce a song or something. We'd go for about 5 minutes of chatting and then introduce a song and disappear for 3 minutes,
Yeah.
come back, 5 more minutes of chat kind of thing. What me and my co-host at the moment like doing is having sort of an A show and a B show, where we have 5 minutes of speaking on the radio and then we'll queue up 2 or 3 songs, and whilst those 2 or 3 songs are playing, we'll be speaking exclusively to the stream.
Yeah.
Because the only difference between those two things is whether these faders here are up or down.
Mm-hmm.
If it's down, it's only going to, well, it can go, it's going to the stream and only the stream. If it's up, it's going to stream and to the radio.
Yeah.
Which is why these are staying down here. But yeah, there is one big debate around not around musical theatre, although yeah, it's kind of connected. It's a big question around Phantom, especially to do with radio. It's the question I was asked when I first joined, when I did my sort of taster session, like 2 years ago or something.
Yeah.
The question is, what is the best High School Musical film?
Oh god, is there 3?
There's 3 of them.
There's 3. I don't remember the third one, so I guess that can be removed.
Yeah.
I can't remember much of the events of the second one, but my heart's going with the second one.
Yeah.
Is that a popular one, or?
That is the unpopular opinion, but it's the one I agree with. Like everyone else is like, yeah, no, the third one is the best one.
Yeah.
And the second one is like the worst. But I cannot disagree more with this statement, because the second one is the best one.
Yeah.
Like, it has the best songs, it has the best plot. The only issue that people like really have with it's not a musical based inside a high school. It's just they're on holiday.
Oh, that's probably why I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the number one question that gets asked.
That is question number one that gets asked at these kind of things, is which High School Musical film is the best.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna try and do a sort of goodbye, sort of final show of the year, where it's just committee, all just going, bye everyone, we're leaving now, because a good chunk of our committee are graduating this year, and it is going to be asked on there, and it will be furiously debated.
Yeah. So what's the plan for next year?
Well, for me, I'm leaving uni. I graduate this year, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hoping I don't fail anything. But my plans are stick around in Derby, hang out, get a job, you know?
Yeah.
But for the station as a whole, I'm conducting an interview tomorrow to find my replacement.
Yeah.
I'm up here at the awful time of midday. to interview someone over it. If they get it, they get it, and they are the new head of Phantom Live.
Yeah.
If they don't get it, sucks, because committee nominations are open at the moment.
Yeah.
If you want a committee position, you can just apply for one. There's just a little form that you do, and it basically goes, why do you want to work for Phantom? And then you set like what would make you like, basically you write out a CV into a form, send it off, and then the union will look at it and they'll go, here's an interview, and then either myself or another member of the committee will come along and interview you along with some union staff, and decide whether or not the position is a fit for you, basically. Oh, I feel like I need to change this because we didn't win the awards this year. The multi-award winning statement that they say here is entirely to do with community awards, which we won nothing at. So I am actually going to go through and...
Yeah, it looked like Warhammer won quite a few, which I wasn't surprised by, but it was an underdog contest, maybe.
Yeah, Warhammer absolutely cleaned up.
Yeah,
honestly, I'm surprised Musician and Band didn't get more.
I think it's because our window, they usually close it in February or March, so then we can get collab of the year but we've also kind of gone unrecognised. It's often like we're part of MT, but there's always next year and we're going to hit the ground running.
I feel like if the paperwork is there by the cut-off date and the event actually does happen before community awards, it should be allowed to be considered. If it hasn't happened, no. But if all the paperwork's done, it should be fine.
Because there was a few where some of us raised eyebrows, but we can't argue about it. I think MT definitely deserves Society of the Year. The fact that we got nominated was crazy. But in the first year of running. I think that just sort of says there's going to be promising things from the society. I think in the years coming. We are looking to hit the ground running next year. So big plans, big things.
But it's good. It's good vibes. What we'll do is we're going to go for this 2 minutes. We're just going to chat absolute nonsense. And when it starts to get close, we're going to test your ability to introduce a song.
Okay.
The song, I'll give you free choice of song within the restrictions of we have it on the system. Let's see if I can find the search one. There we go. So, what kind of music are you into?
It's quite
it's a big
mixed.
question. Like, I know as a film person, getting asked what sort of films are you into is a very rough question to be asked. But I'm asking you, a musician, what music do you like?
What, any specific genre or just anything?
Anything. If you've got a band you want to listen to, a specific song, those are the easier ones to search for, is bands and songs.
Have you got any of The Clash?
The Clash?
Yeah.
We'll check. Yes.
Yeah, we'll put Rock the Casbah on.
There we go. That is coming up next on Phantom Radio. So, what we will do now, we'll put this away. Put that over there. Where has the stream gone? There it is. Wonderful. So that will come up in about 50 seconds.
Yeah.
So what I tend to do is this thing will start flashing at you, I think, in about 10 seconds or something. I might be wrong because we are running on an auto system at the moment, which means it just auto plays everything. When you're doing a show, it will you can basically click over here to stop a song from playing, or press one of these to make a song play. But usually I'll leave it till 20 seconds. I'll say, this is the show we're watching.
Yeah.
This is a show you're listening to, watching, whatever, and this is the song. So please go ahead and introduce the song.
So up next we've got a song from 1982. It's from the English punk band The Clash, and it is Rock the Casbah, and it'll be on soon.
Perfect. And then usually what you do is you'd usually be doing that as you're coming to the end of a segment. So you'd literally say all of that, and then usually over here we've got a little miniaturized sort of cheat sheet of everything that you can do on these. There's usually a play button over here that you can just sort of hit and it'll play the next song. But we're still sort of fixing this because it was set up weirdly before. So what we're having to do at the moment is you'd literally press play on number 2 and it'd play the sort of second song, if that makes sense. We are expecting some people to maybe come in at some point because we've recently had a delivery of hoodies. I've got mine on the back of my chair.
Oh, nice.
Nice simple hoodies. I'll show it to the camera. There we go. Camera, you get to see it. You also get my full name. I think that's the first time my full name has been said this year, and that's on the back. Nice and simple, just a lot of logos. For anyone who has ordered themselves a hoodie, brackets, mostly it was Phantom Committee. They are all available up at the Phantom Radio Studio. If you don't know where that is, send a message to someone on Phantom Live Committee or to the marketing manager, and they will show you exactly where it is and get your hoodie out for you. But yeah, there's not really a whole lot more to teach you about being on radio or stream, I guess, in this case.
What are the shows looking like for next year? Have you got a space for music and band show?
There is always space. Usually. Off the top of my head, I'm actually going to open up it's not a list of shows that we've got running, but it kind of works as such because it's like basically logos for them all. So, this show, Behind the Desk, will still be running. This is currently being run by Assistant Technical Manager Sky, who is in her second year, I want to say. And then this one will be gone, sadly. This is my show that I do on a Monday. SLET will still be going. SLET always runs. SLET is on 3 years, I think, of running, and that's across like quite a few presenters over the time. Originally it was Josh Brunning and Dan Jellicoe, who is the person who hosted Community Awards. And then it was just Josh last year, and then this year has been Teo, who has kind of taken over Josh in the position of SLET course member in the Phantom committee. We have the sports show, which is leaving. Friday afternoons with Sam, I think, will still be going. Off the top of my head, Sam is a second year theatre student. And then the Adam Peakle show and She Talks Sport, I'm assuming, will both still be running. Adam is one of the staff here at the union, who did a radio degree and then came here, got a job, and also hosts a show. Which is not something I realised that union staff members could really do, was just join like societies and stuff, because most of them don't. But Adam has, and he's joined us, which makes it brilliant because it means we keep this long-running show going. But genuinely, I think we've got like maybe 3-4 shows keeping over, all of which last an hour, maybe 2.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of spots. If anyone at home, I know you're not watching, if anyone at home wants to get a show for next year, please do reach out to the Phantom Media Instagram, either now or when it comes to Freshers Week or just sometime over the summer holidays, and we'll see if we can work something out with you. The only downside of this radio station, no payment. But in some ways it's an upside because it means you're your own boss and you just sort of pop on when you want to. Like you don't have to call in sick or anything. You just go, can't do my show, sorry about that, into a group chat, and everyone goes, it's okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's good.
Like it's nice and calm. Anything else you would like to know?
No, it's okay. Thank you for everything.
No problem. I think what we'll do is finish the stream there then. But I'm going to let you outro it. So please give us your best impression of an end of the show stream kind of outro.
Ooh, put me on the spot.
Yeah.
So
imagine you're watching Markiplier or something.
I've lost all train of thought. We're getting close to 2 p.m. I think it's a good time to round up. Next on we have I'm Not Sure with I'm Not Sure. Hopefully in the future we'll have music and band show up next year. It'll be a nice addition to Phantom Live, and I'm very happy to be here with Owen today. Thank you for the opportunity, and we will see you soon.
Nice. Yeah, that's dead on. Yeah, cool. Thank you for coming stream.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming from the library to here.
Very fun.
I will let you return to the library.
Guide me through the chambers.
Yeah. And I will see you soon. Almost definitely, within this next week. I'll see you somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah. Goodbye, stream. Have a good night.
Bye.